everyone, Alex of All Trades here, and I am back with another Grim Dawn live stream. God, I am so tired. It's mostly my allergies. I'm just really exhausted lately. Hi, Ricardo. Hi, Med. Okay. Ooh. For once, I put my hand on the right button. I didn't put it on last. That was a little surprising. I never do that. Ounce of full tiredness. Yeah, that seems to be like always.
Come see what's left of my wares.
What? Are you about to vomit? Yep, you are. I heard that sound. That was I'm about to hurl sound. I love cats. They're wonderful. Beautiful animals. You feel better? I mean, I'm in my mid-30s. I don't know that there's getting any better than this. I think it's all downhill from here. So I need to go here before I click on anything. What are my goals? Speak to Basilla at the vanguard of the three. Conquer the 5th shard of the Shattered Realm. Where's Basilla? That's not what I wanted. Okay, it is in the Sunbane Oasis. What I thought. Okay. So I need to get there. It looks like it would be nice, but the name Oasis kind of suggests that. There's Howling Chasm. That does not sound nice. I don't think I want a vacation there. Vanguard of the Three. Sounds kind of serious. Basalt Crags. That doesn't sound good. Ruins of Abid? Eve of Ooze. I can't read that. It's too tiny. Infernal Waste. That sounds like a lovely place. Valley of the Chosen. The name suggests something good, but it probably is more like the whole thing about it being incredibly negative because the Chosen must suffer. Maw of Apesh. No Maw is good. Lost Oasis also sounds good. Tomb of the Heretic does not sound good. Pit of Atonement. Well, that sounds like something from hell. Like something in Dante's Inferno. Hi, honey. Or Purgatorio. Remnants of Corvan City. Ooh, it was way up there, huh? I can't read that one. Something Spire. Tomb of the Eldritch Sun. Well, before I go here, I should have my Blake Fiend up. Okay. Last time clicking the map and then not doing anything, I swear. Bone Beach Basin. It used to be ocean. Where is this in relation to all of this, by the way? Like, is it on another plane? Or is it somewhere in relation to this? Missy, get down! Don't sit on that. Ooh, well, that looks like it's gonna be fun. What are you doing, girl? Oh, that's so gross. I'm right next to the rift, so I don't feel it necessary. Have I been in here, though? I don't think so. I don't think it's possible. I think I've been in a different one. Get your tail off of my keyboard. Oh. You know, the big beetles are preferable to big spiders. Ooh! Well, that one's a big one. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Jesus, you took out, like, all of my pets! Ah! Stop it! Hi, honey. It is a dangerous domain, maybe that's why. Time warped. Monsters have greatly reduced spell cooldowns and increased casting speed, but deal reduced physical damage. Minus 15% physical damage, plus 8% casting speed, plus 15% skill cooldown reduction. Come on. Big beetle. Aha! Since I've never really played Diablo, you guys have seen all the Diablo I've played, essentially. When I played Diablo Resurrected. Is that all that was down here? I just came down here to kill one beetle? Missy was right in front of that. Made it very hard to see anything. I guess so. Like, literally? Yeah. Okay. Alright, well, someone wanted me to kill that thing, and I have. And I don't mean that, like, someone asked me to do it. Someone's gonna ask me to do it. And it's gonna be like, haha, I've already done it! Oh, the scorpion dudes. Like, these trees look so cool. I love this area. Except for when that happens. Man, my, skeletons are so weak to poison.
I can't do that yet.
Oh, they're like giant cactus blossoms. They're beautiful. So some griffins are stone and some are flesh. I'm in the oasis, it's gorgeous. And it's full of my favorite things. Enemies to kill. That drop loot when they die. Like little pussies, my god, you were you were supposed to be a boss, man. You went down like a bitch. Is it running like shit? Like I'm trying to see it. Yeah! Am I trying to check the capture? And enemies show up. Why does Grim Dawn, like, hate me for trying to play this game? Why am I getting less than 30 frames per second? The Magic Cowboys were pretty fun. It should be less intensive on my graphics card. So maybe we'll get better capture. How did I just blow up those human remains? Is that? It is a waterfall. Pretty. Ugh! And they make a lot of noise. Why didn't that one join his friends? Ah. We got some lore. Where is it? There it is. The burning shores. I cannot fathom what fate has befallen us. The water in the bay burns as if it were liquid flame. The countless ships docked along the piers consumed in an instant like twigs in a blacksmith's furnace. The hellish flames reach beyond the bay and threaten our city, our homes. I still hear the screams of sailors as they burned alive. shit, and the chaos in the streets as the flames spread. My body is numb with fear, but my mind is racing. I cannot but you took the time to write this down. I cannot comprehend the sights I bore witness to in the dawn's light, or what would bring such unimaginable tragedy upon us. The bay's flames linger in my mind like an unending nightmare. Were it not for Rand's calm mind and quick action, I may have perished in the initial frenzy that ensued. While others panicked and fled, trampling each other in the process, Rand gathered us up and placed us in his wagon with a small satchel of supplies. Without delay or thought for himself, he sent the horse into a gallop towards the exit gates. He refused to come, saying that he had to stay and try to help others. As refugees continue to gather at the temple of Osir, I've seen no sign of my dear husband. I do not know what has become of him, but I fear our future may be just as bleak. The skies to the north are burning. Red-hot pillars of flame leap towards a dark ashen cloud that hangs over Corvan's city. Whatever curse has stricken the Karen docks appears to continue there as well. I pray that we will find safety to the south. Still fighting to get everything working well. Ow. Spitting shit at me. Yeah, it is. That's why I'm tired, actually, is because of my allergies. So that's why you're hearing me sniffle so much. Sadly. I didn't expect to be able to go this way. I guess it's pretty shallow. Ah! Yeah. I don't know where they're landing, so I end up dropping it somewhere I shouldn't usually. I think to some extent the reflections were kind of killing it. Oh, I cannot see anything. It's just a bunch of trees. Especially since it dips so deep over there. Missy, what are you doing? Be careful. Those noises. I think this is a dead end, though. Yeah. Did I get another piece of lore, or... No, I did not. Right? Yeah. Sure. No, yeah, there's nothing around before we turn that on. I don't need that. Or it could just be super easy. I don't know. I mean, I lost, like, all my pets, but... It was not a hard fight, in the slightest. So I finished 2 different non-fiction books today. Beyond All Reason and The Madness of Crowds. I just have 12 more books to finish by the end of the year. What do you guys think? Do you think I can get it done? Oh, it's getting dark. Yeah. You think so? This is a little confusing. I'm going in. It's not a domain. It says Sanctuary of Quran, so it might be a place to find, like, an ally. Or not. Also, or not. Totally possible that it's full of spirits. Evil, dark spirits. Thank you for waiting until I killed everything else. My allies are angry at me? Those were lovely noises. Ah! That Congo line. Anybody got any clues as to what's going on? I wasn't expecting the enemies to look like that. That was a little shocking. Hi, honey. How are you feeling? Ooh, this is a weird looking chest. Cool. Orvan's secrets. I was hoping for lore, if I'm being perfectly honest. Oh, that one's, yeah. Might as well take it out before I activate that. Oh. Put that in some semblance of order, please. God, I hate how these ones do so much blasting damage. Makes me nuts. Okay. Oh. I saw the war, I did not see the boss. Ah, shit, you moved. There we go. That was close. Ah! I didn't even notice that one up there. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. This is an interesting space. Alright, I guess we should read that door I found. That distracted me. Okay. The Trials of Haran. All who drink of the waters and bathe in their cleansing currents shall give thanks to Haran and be indebted. For it is the blood of his love that gives liquid to life to the valley of the Eldritch Sun. Before the walls of the temple gleamed in the light of Ron, before the first of the Korvan people arrived to build the foundations of their faith, there was only Haran. Scorned and persecuted by his people for the depth of his faith in the God of gods, Haran fled the burning desert to seek a life of devotion in solitude. For a time, the desert provided for him as it had not provided for any creature before him. There, Haran lived happily and spent his waking hours meditating upon his faith. In time, as do all virile creatures, Haran grew lonely. He's saying he was horny? And so he prayed to our Eldritch patron, pledging all he possessed for the pleasures of companionship, so he was horny. As the glow of the Atef grazed the burning sands, he fell ill, and though a cool night drew upon him, the heat of the day still burned in his skin. His god bade him sleep, and as he slept, a feverish vision overtook him. At daybreak, Haran awakened from his dream and set upon his quest. With his sole possession, Eineth, the goat, oh god, the goat which had given the best of its years to run thick with milk for him, and whose offspring he had gorged himself on. He marched deeper into the desert. The burning light of rain, Ron, weighed heavily on him that morning, and for 7 days hence he marched without food or rest. On the 5th day, Aneth, like many creatures before it, succumbed to the heat and could go no further. With waning strength, Haran carried the beast and cared for it until his body would serve him no more. There, at the end of his journey, Haran collapsed and prayed to the Eldritch Sun for mercy. His god commanded he lay dead Eineth to slit the beast's neck and drain its blood upon the sands. And Haran did as his master asked. As the crimson waters of Eineth's life ran out upon the sand, it hissed and burned in the midday sun. From the pool of burning life there arose a woman. Disturbing. Ayana, she was called, and she poured upon Haran the love for which he had so yearned. So he went nuts in the desert. Together, Ayana and Haran knew only ecstasy, and for a time they were happy, but their love bore no fruit, and so they once again prayed to their god to sate their desires. Thusly, Yahila was born, a child of such immense beauty that Rain and Atef both became jealous of how the light of the sun and of the moon danced and sparkled in her eyes. Ayana and Haran were happy once more. Oh my god, this is so much bullshit. But there was a gift that was given at a price that was yet to be paid, and so the desert turned against them. Struggle and strife beset Ayana and Haran. Food aged and rotted at their touch. Water turned to sand as they drank, and young Ayila fell ill of hunger. With nowhere to turn, Haran begged his god for mercy, and the Eldritch Sun answered, Jesus Christ. But To save the life of Yahila, there was a price that needed to be paid. Haran once again did as his master bade him and gathered up the blade which had slain Aneth. Then, as he stood there hovering over the bed of Ayana, the jagged and terrible blade raised high above him, Haran's faith faltered. He could not take the life of his love, not even to save Yahila. Haran turned the blade upon himself and drew its claw-like edge across his throat, but it made no mark. Then Ayana called out and clutched desperately at her neck, the red life seeping out between her fingers. Haran ran to her side, but it was too late. The warm blood flowed from her body and pooled in the sand beneath his feet. From the pool of Ayana's life there burst a ceaseless spring of cleansing water. The Eldred Sun had once again answered his prayers, but Haran's life was not his own to take. Haran bathed Yahila in the water of the spring, and she was healed. But the lovely child would never forgive him for the death of her mother. As the cost for his greed, Haran was cursed with ceaseless life, such that he might remember the death of his beloved Yahana for all eternity. And so that one day he might hold Yahila in his arms as she too drew her final breath. Such is the price of God. Wow, that was annoying. Yeah. This would have been better as a cinematic, instead of having me read it. Yeah. What are you doing? Just die already. Ah!
That skill's not ready.
There's another one. Hi, Vanquish Virgo. Yeah, that's on Twitch. How am I enjoying it? I'm all the way into the DLC Vanquish. I love this game. The first death in my novel? What? Which one's the first death? That's Abigail's. Yeah? At this point, I imagine anyone who reads my novel is gonna remember it a lot better than I did, since I finished it, like, several years ago now. Kind of the unfortunate thing about waiting so long to publish it is that I finished it a long time ago. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I try to make the scenes as vivid as possible, even as dark as they were. I think the one that I would probably really want to see is the Claudia and Delilah one. I don't know, I have a very clear picture in my head of how that scene looks, and I'm not sure that any, like, visual adaptation would work for me. I don't know, it's just hard to explain how white light can be. It was creepy. That one was at night, so I could see that. To those of you who don't know what we're talking about, I did write a novel. If you go to my YouTube channel, it's one of the links on my YouTube channel. And you can buy it.
My inventory.
No!
That skill's not ready.
Already time to go. Ooh, we're almost to a rift though. That's good. It's because you mentioned it. If you hadn't mentioned my novel, I totally wouldn't have thought of even saying anything about it to anybody.
Price on what I've got left.
I know that, like, Winky Winky Woo said that it was beautiful. And Carter said that he loved it. So, like, people who read it, like it. That's as much as I can say about it. And I mean, I think that's great, that the people who have read it enjoy it. It's not, like, wildly popular or anything, because it's not on any of the, like, big publishers, which I am okay with. Very okay with.
See you around.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Every killing was creative. But you don't want to spoil anything. Yeah, I really, like, had to, like, stretch myself with how because I had to write I did want all those deaths to be... Okay. Like, different. Okay. It's getting mad at me. Like, no! Keep that, you dumbass! You need that! It's a quest item. Pay attention to what you're doing. I think that's everything. Yeah. But let's also get rid of some of these.
Come see what's left of my
I don't need that many. That's a lot.
iron well spent.
For you, the first one was the best? So it was all downhill from there? I'm kidding. The thing, like, the suicides are not, like, unexpected, though. I put it in basically the prologue, don't I? That they all die. I'm not trying to hide that shit from anybody. Yay! I remember having to fight for these, and that doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. You are saying there's something over here. Where is it? Up here? Here is black? Yeah. Ah! I am very tired. So we've been at this for, like, I'm sorry about that, guys, that I have so, like, little energy. It's just my damn allergy. I hear shooting! Ah! Oh god, those are good spiders, not bad spiders. What did you shout? Are you healing people? Yes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ooh, a letter. Naima's letter to Yorhun. My dearest Yorhun, we're nearing the end of our journey now. I can see the oasis in the distance calling to us like a great beacon in the sea of sand. It cannot come soon enough. Another day in the burning desert, and Yesha may lose her mind. As it is, her spirit dwindles. She concerns herself with inevitability. She's been asking what will happen once we reach the temple and what will come of her if she is chosen by the priests. I try to explain that it would be a great honor if she was chosen to be murdered? Out of all the young women who made the journey this year, but she questions the necessity of it, asking why she should give herself to her well, that's not that much better than murder. I try to offer reason, but I must admit my faith falters. I do not have your strength. I see the same in the others who follow their daughters on pilgrimage. Like me, I am sure they remember the journey as young women, the anticipation and fear they felt. I remember questioning my mother's faith, as well as she guided me to the temple steps. It seemed unfathomable that she would so willingly give me away, but she remained stoic and devout. I fear I am not the mother she was. Perhaps you were better? How am I to leave my precious Lotus? How can I just give away Yesha if she is chosen? If only I could tell her how I truly feel. If I could just embrace her and cry together with her one last time. But I know I cannot. I must remain strong for her. You just come off as cold, by the way. I know how important it is for us to give thanks to Haran, to pay tribute to all that he provides, but my love, it is so terribly hard to see the beautiful young woman our precious Yesha has become and to imagine our life without her. I must go now to begin the final preparations as we approach the temple. I have mended the dress I wore on pilgrimage and fitted it to Yesha. She will be the fourth of her name to wear it. Perhaps it will bring her luck. She will be so beautiful in it, should she be chosen. I am certain Haran will be pleased. By the time you read this, the ceremony will be over, and I shall be making my journey home. Forgive me, but I pray that I will not be making the trip alone. Yours always, Naima. Don't give your children away to immortal assholes. That's my thought. Don't do it. on, man, just die already. I was like, I thought I saw something move over there. I did. Ah! Jesus, you gotta move like a spastic too? Ah! Get out of his range! Oh my god, his range is so long. Oh my god, he raised more. Ah, I can't. It froze for a moment. Not the time to freeze at all. Let's drop that there in case I die. What the hell? Oh, there he is. It's like, what? Where'd he go? Ah! I swear that thing just keeps moving where he's hanging out. Ah. Stop spitting at me. Ah. God, he's fast. He has quite a, like, area that he likes to hang out in. Oh, he's dead now. I don't know why that gave me credit with the Coven of Udenbod and Homestead, but I'll take it. You killed a big scorpion off somewhere, we don't know where. But you did it, thank you. That what's very Minecraft, because it's not quite all there. Were you alone? Leave no stone unturned. Ah! Fucking griffins. I hate the ones that come from above because they I have no sense of when they're gonna show up or how, where they're gonna land. Oh, those guys. Did I finish clearing this area then? Yeah, I did. Not quite. These guys decided to pop out of the ground. Anything else? Oh, there's just another way of getting in there. That's funny. That one's missing its head. Oh, I'm in the chasm. Alright, I need to do something real fast, because my allergies are getting worse. You can go. Oh my god, it literally howls. Oh, probably because there's wolves here. Wait a minute. I saw that glitter. It had nothing for me, but I saw it glitter. Where are you going? Oh, I can't actually go that way. There's a lot of poison in this area. Press 9. Yeah, I know. Hi, Craflin? Yeah, God, my allergies are so bad right now. It's really hard to concentrate. I'm so itchy. Jesus. I just wouldn't have thought the wolves have all this poison damage on them. Okay, and now I've circled back around to that one area. Jesus, that one was fast. Did it get darker? Super grammar? Oh. Wow, the Howling Chasm is very small. I wouldn't have expected that. Since I still am seeing those, I am going to keep up with 9. Ah! Travel log. First entry. We set out yesterday to make our way over the charred rim and down into the valley below. It is a wild place where towering basalt formations jut from the ground like the bones of an ancient beast. I don't know what happened here, but it appears as if the earth turned itself inside out, spewing its jagged entrails across the valley floor. That's a hilarious description. The land rests now, but signs of ancient turmoil abound. I should have brought a drink up. I must say, I am pleasantly surprised to find that Amal's map has been accurate. When he bought the old rag from a wandering junk peddler and then tried to convince me to join his little treasure hunt, I was skeptical, to say the least. After all, what kind of traveling trash merchant carries a genuine treasure map for a few measly iron bits, no less? Even if the map was real, I thought, what business do Amal and I have trekking through a burning desert to raid some poor soul's long-forgotten grave? But he's really come through this time. The map is... yeah, you're dead. The map is in fact real, and remarkably, Amal has led us this far without incident. You're just begging to be killed. According to the map, it won't be more than a half-day's journey to the place they once called the Valley of the Chosen. Or so Amal says. I'm relying entirely on him, as I cannot read the supposed ancient language the map is written in. How he can is beyond me. He's bullshitting you, maybe? There are signs of a once mighty civilization everywhere. I've seen buildings, statues, tombs, and temples. Some stand as if they were erected yesterday, but most have fallen prey to the ravages that tore through this land long ago. If I didn't know better, I'd say the earth itself had reared up to lay waste to the structures built here, intentionally raising some and leaving others untouched. It is an unnerving thought, no doubt. I do not know what happened to this place, or to the people that must have inhabited it, or why no one has returned to reclaim it. Amal tells me stories of cataclysmic events, the roiling hot blood of the earth pouring out the land, pouring over the land, unnatural beasts risen to exact the vengeful punishment of a scorned god. I honestly don't know if he's making it up to scare me, or if he genuinely believes that's what's happened here. In the end, all that matters is that everyone left in a hurry, and they left a whole lot of valuables behind. If it is true, and it appears to be, this will be a very profitable journey after all. Ah, Jesus Christ. The range on that asshole. I love a fight where I can't see anything. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Really? Everybody? Right here? You can go up there. Okay. Man, they're having some sort of fight over there. At least I didn't jump that time. Oh. Hey guys, what are you doing over here? Is this... Yeah, that's the entrance to this area. Just wanted to make sure. Hey guys. all of this area? Yeah, it is. Oh, opposed to another rift. Vanguard of the Three. Yay! We've made it.
Elaine was quite pleased with your performance. But now it is my turn. You've gathered the materials and the power we need. It is time for my favorite part.
Which is...
With the materials you've brought me, I have conjured what's known as the Gargan Key. It is an arcane device used by the people that lived here long ago. Its purpose? The summoning of eldritch creatures within the Temple of Atep.
And you want to do that?
Travel
Why?
north to the Valley of the Chosen. Seek out the temple and find the altar within. There, the veil is thin, and your chances of success highest. Let nothing stand in your way. Not the primordial one's brainwashed fools. Not the temple's defenses. Activate the altar, and bind me a worthy minion.
Oh, okay. Alright. Oh. Vanguard must hold. Our efforts to the north have been met with increasing resistance. The fanatics have become aware of our activities and are attempting to push us back. At first, they merely tested our defenses. Watching them pass through our defensive wards was a pleasing sight, and the stench of burning flesh filled the air. Unfortunately, they were more prepared during later incursions, and I regret to say that our wards are no longer holding back. The Sentinels have suffered some injuries during these initial exchanges, but no casualties. The followers of Kaiman have greater numbers than we suspected, and the powers they are harnessing are unlike any we've dealt with before, and more gruesome. In the most recent strike, a bare-chested behemoth, like the one on the loading screen, of a man, with his face flayed off, charged the vanguard in a whirlwind of blades. His gut was exposed to reveal a churning furnace of molten... No, not like the one on the loading screen. Molten flames that he unleashed upon our forces. Within moments, he had taken out 4 of our sentinels without pause. Only when we had finally brought him down by removing his head did we realize that his arms had been removed at the elbows and fused with burning hot blades. To our relief, when he fell, the other fanatics retreated. I dread to think what would happen if several such giants attacked us at once. I pray to Dreed that the time to strike is nearly upon us, and that our main force at the Conclave will meet us here, as without reinforcements the Vanguard will not hold out much longer. But do not interpret this as hesitation. We will fight to the last to keep this point secure in the name of the Witch Dogs. Don't worry, men. I will take care of it, because I always do. Alone.
Yes, traveler? What may I help you with?
Seer Laura, if it isn't the intrepid traveler, I've had my mind on you for some time now. Your exploits here and beyond have proven to be very favorable to the 3, but another vision has clouded my mind as of late, and I think you may be able to help. Yeah? I have peered into the veil, and what looked back was sheer malevolence. The being I speak of is known only as the Messenger, a powerful servant of Korvac. Folk tales would describe a fiery visage coming to people in their dreams or in times of desperation, offering them salvation and solace from their life's woes. It is this harbinger of Korvac's fiery wrath that bound the foolish Kaiman's chosen to the forgotten god's will. Why it has chosen to reveal itself now is unknown to me, but this is an opportunity we cannot pass up. Eliminating the messenger would be a critical blow to Korvac's forces. You must follow my vision to the place of misery known as the Pit of Atonement. It is an active volcano, of course, within the ruins of Corvin City to the northwest beyond the infernal waste. There, the messenger awaits us. Seek it out, destroy it. The weave of fate demands it be so. Sure. Just blah 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 blah. Go do something for me.
I hear you've done some excellent work around here.
Wow, that's a helmet? Perhaps you can spare a moment to assist in the interests of Bismiel? Sure, what? The Sacred Web brings word of a peculiar gathering in the Valley of the Chosen. Korvax's zealots are up to something. There are whispers of an eldritch monstrosity that was once imprisoned within the tomb of Ere. I have a strong feeling that the fools are trying to release it. Scouts could confirm my concerns, but by then it may be too late. If these fanatics release it, they may even be able to bind it. I propose a different solution. We release it first. Okay. Now hear me out. If this creature truly exists and has in fact become bound within the tomb for centuries, it will be weak when it first awakens. Are you sure about that? That will be our opportunity to strike and deny our enemy a resource. Within the tomb are 3 conduits said to bind the creature there. If they are broken, the beast will be unleashed. Find the tomb of Aerith in the Valley of the Chosen, in the infernal waste to the northwest. Destroy the conduits, release the beast, and slay it. That's not the same thing! Before the enemy has a chance to claim it. Why not bind it ourselves? A possibility, but we do not know the nature of this creature or its weaknesses. It is bound here, and now Korvax minions seek it, then it undoubtedly once served the interests of the Forgotten God. We cannot risk to them getting it first and claiming it for their own. Alright, fine. I'll kill it. Hi, Mr. Drummer. Hi, awesome one. The monkey butt, the game.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Is this the key? That's not a key! I keep turning down the graphics on this game and it's not making it any better. Oh my god. Didn't notice all the poison bearers. My question is, why isn't my Blight Fiend just automatically immune to poison? Just fucking lava. It just ends? I don't know that that's how that works. I'll read that after I handle these guys. Okay. There's nothing wrong with Twitch. It was just acting weird. Is this game heavy on your GPU? Yeah, and I keep turning down its settings on this live stream, and it's still killing everything. I guess it's especially bad when it starts having all these like effects everywhere. It's hogging. It's the Dominion servers hogging the bandwidth. Oh. You wouldn't think this game would be like so intense, but it is. Oh no, wait, I had something to read. That's right. There it is. Okay. Ulzuin's Temple Missive. Esteemed elders, I wish to express my deepest concerns in regards to the recent actions of our patron and guardian, the divine Ulzuin. I realize that it is not our place as mortals to judge the behavior of the gods, for their whims are beyond our limitations to understand, but this course of events warrants apprehension. Since his return, the divine has not been himself. He has ever been on the bottle that our temple stock cannot replenish quickly enough. I've been forced to instruct our aspirants to seize incoming shipments of wine before they can be claimed by local merchants. But even that is not enough to sate his bloated appetite. Ooh, maybe don't use the word bloated when you're talking about your god. A caravan was rerouted to the temple on a daily basis, bringing in fresh courtesans for the pleasures of our patron. I've received numerous complaints from the Merchant Guild regarding the seizure of shipments and their caravan, but these voices were quickly silenced when I invoked Ulzun's name in their presence. I imagine none of this sounds alarming on its own. However, I don't know, it sounds like a big deal. However, more recently, the divine has taken an unusual interest in a particular maiden of the temple. She is a young, ambitious priestess, and I admit the mighty Ulzun has good taste. Her brilliant emerald eyes shine underneath that raven black hair, and her face glows with lustful desire. At first, I wrote it off as another of the divine's conquests, but he has begun to shun others in her favor. At times, our own attendants are denied access to Ulzun's chambers so that she may tend to his wounds and wishes personally. Why has he got wounds? I braved the Celestial's wrath and suggested that it may be dangerous for a god to allow a single mortal to grow so close to him when so many are in need of his guidance and protection. Even in his weakened state, Ulzun hurled a stone brazier in my direction with ease, damaging the mosaic upon the wall and turning the brazier into mere rubble. I dare not show my face to him again until his anger has subsided. It is clear to me now that this young priestess has consumed the divine's attention, like a spider ensnaring a victim in its web. If we cannot speak sense into Ulzun, then we must keep an eye upon her, learn of her methods and motives. It is possible that she merely desires to taste the pleasures of divine flesh, but I've never seen our mighty lord so enthralled by a mortal. I call upon all my brethren to take heed of this warning, and join me in my endeavor without drawing the ire of our patron. But if Ulzun cannot protect himself from these mortal pursuits, then we will need to take the necessary measures for the good of the Corvan people, of course. Is he talking about killing her? Yeah, there is a lot of reading, and I do often fuck up what word I'm reading. I mean, you could skip all the lore. You don't have to read any of it. seems so safe. Burning Spire. Oh, they're shooting at somebody. I kind of want to hear more from... Oh. That woman who was taking her daughter to be a sacrifice. I'm like, I want to know what ended up happening. Because I would assume that her daughter would be chosen. Aha! Found a secret area. So there's no way down there from over here. Interesting. There's more coming. This one was an offering, not a fight. Ah! Did not notice that guy there. Where's he going? Not great at that whole fighting thing, was he? Yeah. I just noticed him before. I know I need to go in there, but I'm not gonna do that tonight. I need to clear a little bit more in this map, though, before we call it a night. Ah! And I'm glad I did. Because I got to that. Okay, so, well, that's gonna be it for the night. But let's talk about the schedule. So tomorrow is Warframe, and Warframe, wow, the game isn't really doing anything right now, and FPS tanked down to below 20. What? It's not doing anything. If I quit, will you chill the fuck out, game? Capture, will you work better? Looks like it. Okay. Now let's go over the schedule. So the schedule is tomorrow is Warframe, but it's not going to be at 3 o'clock. From now on, Warframe is going to be at 6 o'clock. Because I'd like it to be at the beginning of the reset, not the end. And then on Monday, we have the new single-player game that I'll be playing. And then Tuesday is Destiny 2 with the weekly reset. Wednesday, I do have Parlor with Caleb Beers. We were talking about Rashomon because we were supposed to do that last Parlor, which was supposed to be on the 28th of September, and we canceled. And then I was doing Spooktober, so we never did Rashomon. So we're doing Rashomon on on Wednesday. If you've not seen it, I highly suggest it. It is on HBO Max right now. It's a very old, black and white Japanese movie. And then Thursday at 7 o'clock, we have I'm on the dim side. We are talking about the anime Another and Princess Mononoke. So we're having an anime night. And then Friday, maybe something like Occasional Levity on the dim side Rumble channel. I'm not sure. We're still talking schedule. I can't give you any more details other than we are still planning to do it. Okay? Where we make fun of Twitter twats and Biden bumbles. But it'll be on Rumble only. It won't be on YouTube. And then on Saturday, yeah, that's right. Oh no, and then also Friday night we have More the Evil Within. We need to get past that motherfucker. And then Saturday at noon, Caleb Beer's channel, we are starting Irreversible Damage by Abigail Schreier. So that'll be like up to the end of chapter 1 for that. And then after that, we are back with more Grim Dawn. Yeah, I love Princess Mononoke. Like, it's a really good movie. And apparently, Beverly hasn't seen it yet. And I was like, oh, you've got to see it. Now, I've not seen the anime that she suggests. So, we'll both be able to have something new, a new experience for us for that, live stream. And I think that's everything. So, thank you guys so much for joining me, putting up with me constantly changing things to try to get that FPS counter up. And I will see you guys next time.
Merch. Yeah. Check out my new shop at cafepress.com/outsofalltrades for all kinds of products with my face on them.